Hello from the past. I bought this for Joe's birthday last year. It's a Solarcan from my good friend Sam, who makes these. Basically, it's a pinhole camera thing. You put it up somewhere for months and months and months. Light shines into it, and then you go and collect it, take it out, and you get a really, really cool picture of the light trail of the sun rising and setting across the horizon for, you know, however long you've put it up for. So we are going to go for a walk to the top of a big hill near our house this morning and set this up. So we've come to the top of this hill here. We think it'd be a nice view of the city, and you get the sun going from east to west. So we're probably going to leave it for about 6 months or so, maybe a bit longer, and then come back and get it. One thing we've done to this is we put a little sign on there just saying it's a school science experiment, because we thought it less likely people would steal it or throw it in the bin thinking it's rubbish. This is an older one. Sam's newer ones have cable ties on them that actually say this is a science experiment, please do not move. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, we're going to do this now and come back in a few minutes. Hello again, it's me from the future. Not quite as far in the future as I was hoping to be, however, well, because of this. So yeah, something happened with this. It was up for about a month, I'd like to say. Planned on putting it up for 6 months. Went up to where we'd left it to check that everything was okay, and as you can see, everything was not okay. I am guessing from the state of the area, what being cigarette butts everywhere and crushed up cans of lagers, that some kids decided to be basically wankers and smashed it up. However, that doesn't mean that it didn't work. I'm going to show you the image that we did manage to get from it. Okay, this is the second take because I keep calling these solargrams rather than solargraphs because I'm a bloody idiot. This is the first one that I have ever made, and I am relatively impressed with it considering how badly damaged the Solarcan ended up being. As you can see from here, you've got the lines that go over in a big arc, up and then down. That is the sun travelling across the sky. From the amount of separate lines that I can see in there, I'm guessing, this is a complete guess, I'm guessing that it was successful for somewhere in the region of about maybe 2 to 3 weeks, possibly. I don't know is the honest answer. It was in place for a month before I found it pretty much destroyed. So yeah, I'm guessing that. As you can see from the picture as well, there is significant damage to the paper negative. The bottom, for example, those kind of crack-shaped things, that is exactly what they are. They are cracks in the paper because the thing was crushed and sort of smashed up and definitely been stamped on a few times. So there's that. There's also what looks like possible water damage to the paper as well, which is understandable considering the condition it was in. You know, these spots over it, I'm guessing is possibly water damage. Yeah, the most obvious sign that something is a bit awry on this is the fact that the line abruptly stops. As you can see, the line of the sun sort of cross in a big arc several times, and you get this cool colours and image and, you know, all that kind of awesome stuff. And then you've got this red one at the bottom, which sort of begins, goes up, and then abruptly stops, and then we've got this very straight line, very, very straight line going across it. Now, this is just me hazarding a guess, but the can was lying on its side when I found it. So it had been vertical, put up against the fence post, which you probably saw earlier in the video. When we found it, it was lying horizontally and sort of roughly facing the same direction that we'd actually left it, which was kind of a bit of a blessing in disguise, I guess, because it means that you've ended up with something that's quite interesting like this. That's my guess. I may be completely wrong. Please correct me in the comments if I am wrong, but that's what I have guessed is happened there because of that. But yeah, this is what we came out with. A little bit of a shame that it wasn't up for the full time period that we were going for, mainly because I was looking to get some sort of silhouette of the actual city of Cardiff in the bottom, and I imagine being up for a lot longer we would have had that rather than what we've ended up with here. But considering that it's only been up for a month and someone took a foot to it or whatever the hell they did to it, I'm pretty pleased, I would say. So yeah, the image has actually come out pretty cool. It's not come out quite how I wanted to, however, that is not going to discourage me, and it shouldn't discourage you too either. Seriously, I really have liked what has come out of this, even when it's only been up for a very short amount of time. So yeah, would I recommend a Solarcan? Yes, I would. Twofold. Firstly, the Solargraph. The Solargraph is pretty damn cool. I was hoping maybe we could have a little bit more kind of foreground interest to it, but obviously it hadn't been up enough for it to be able to capture enough of that. Still, it's come out pretty good. And secondly, Sam, who makes these, is a cool guy. He's a nice guy, and you'd be supporting a small business essentially. Don't give your money to Kodak, or well, give it to Kodak. Don't give it to Fuji. Give your money to someone like Sam instead for something like Solarcan. He has got newer ones coming out. I believe he's got ones that are colour as well, coming out soon. So that could be interesting. Yeah. Until next time, thank you for stopping by and checking in on this video. Like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff, things by there, and I will see you again next time. Bye bye.